Hello my friends, in this video we are going to make a file upload with PHP. So to run the PHP you need a server or a host. If you don't have it, you need to download a software called XAMPP. You need to download the software. This software will allow you to use your computer like a server. To download it, just come to myskypower.com. Here you can search, or here you can see that, and this page will be open. Here you can download the different version of XAMPP. You can download any one which you want. You can also download the Mac version if you're using a Mac. Once you have downloaded, just install it, and once you have installed the software, just run it. Here you can see XAMPP control panel. Click on it, and here is the software. You need to start the Apache to get a server access in your computer. Just click on start. Once this is green, it means your Apache is started. You can also start the MySQL if you're using a database. This too is started. Now we can close it and go to the destination where we install XAMPP. Here is my XAMPP. I'm going to open it. So the files which will be run located in this folder, htdocs. Open it. I made a test folder called test code. So once if you come to your browser, if you type localhost, you see now it's working. So anything inside this folder htdocs will be accessed to here after the localhost. So I made a folder called test code, and if I write it after the localhost / test code, enter, you see my folder will be run. Now we can run any PHP code with XAMPP to run it in localhost. So in this video we are about to make a file upload with PHP. So to do that, just right click and make a new text document. I call it fileupload.php. Click yes, and for editing I'm using a software called Notepad++. You can go to myskypower and search and download it. So just right click and click open edit with Notepad. So here's my blank page. I need to write my code here. So we are about to make a file upload. To make a file upload, the first thing we need to do is to make a HTML form for it. So for doing that, first of all we need to make a document type, and this will be HTML. The first thing is very easy, just your HTML code. Just write HTML heat and heat. I make a title for it called file upload, and I close my title. In the body section I make a body, close my body, and also close my HTML. So my code will be inside this body. The first thing I need to make is let's make a h2 and put it on the center, elegant and center, and call it file upload. File upload. Close my brackets, and let's add a space and enter. For doing that, use a BR, and what more we need to make a center. Here we make a form. We use the method post. The method post will be, this is very important. When you make a file upload, you need to make an inst type and call it multi-part/form data. This is very important. And just close the form. Let's open the form, and everything inside the form will be our form. So I'm going to make three things here. First, we make a file name for my file. For example, let's make a div, because we can use CSS to design it. Call it form group, for example. And inside the div, we make a label. We make a label and call it file name. Close the label, and then we are going to make an input. The type will be text, and the name will be, I give it a name like a title or something, like anything you want. We later use this name in PHP. We make a ID for, if we later use Java, sorry, I make an ID, call it, for example, image URL, something like that. Image URL, we make a class for it. I call it, for example, form of control. I make a style for it, and I name it, for example, I don't name, I make a style here. I use the text to be in the center. So this is my input. This will be a name. Let me save it and show you guys what it is. Come to your browser and go to the localhost. Just refresh. You see my file uploads come and open. Here we have a file name. Why this is not working? Here you can see there we have a input for the file name. The second thing we need to make is a file, something to select your file. I close the div. I make another div, another div, and I give it a class. The class will be like, the class can be same for all of them, because I will use one style for this all. So I also need to make a label for it, or I don't need to make a label. I just make a input type. This could be file, so just write file. Here's the file, and I give it a name. This name is very important because the PHP need this name. I can name it file and close it, and I give a BR. And then we need to make a button. For doing that, we input and give a type of submit, and we can give it a ID upload, we need to give it a name also. The name is very important. Give it the name of submit, and you make it the value for it, call it upload. You also can give it a class. I call it button info, something like this, anything you want. And I'm going to close my let's save it and see. Here we have a file name, so you can give a name for it. Is here we have a choosing file and a upload button. So my HTML is complete, but as you can see, this one doesn't look really good. So to make it a little bit nicer, I use this tree library from the Google. Just come here and paste your library. And let me refresh it. Here now you can see we have a nicer style by using this library. So the class in here are just for these libraries. So you can give it a style. Now my file upload looks much nicer. Then we can go to our PHP code. Our HTML is completed. You don't need to make another file. We make the PHP inside this. So now we are in the important part of this tutorial. So we are going to start our PHP code. Our PHP, and also finish my PHP. So this will start the PHP and this will finish the PHP. The first thing we need to make is a if function. If the user click this upload button, what should happen? So to do it, we make a if function. So call it if, and we use this function as set. As set, it means when the button is pressed, we use bracket and $post, and here we write the button name. Here we give a name for the button. We name it submit. So just copy and paste that name and close this thing. Sorry, we close the function. So once the button is pressed, what should it do? Everything we want to do will be inside this bracket. So the first thing is we need to check the type of the file, if this is an image or zip or anything you want. So we make another function. We call it, for example, I want to make it an image upload. So I call it image file type, and if this is not GPG is set, and I'm going to also allow the PNG format. For doing that, use this as and. It means and. Use the image, the variable of image file type. If this is not equal to PNG, I'm also going to add one more format which is called JPEG. Just go like this, and the variable of image file type not equal to JPEG. Remember to bracket this. Remember to add this before and after the JPG. So you can go like this. You can add the GIF format or zip or anything you want, but I'm gonna stop it here. This three format of images enough for me: the JPG, the PNG, and JPEG. So once you're finished, close the bracket, and the bracket of if is closed, and then use the medium-sized bracket. So it means if my image file type is not a JPG or a PNG or a JPG image, maybe this is a zip file or a exe file or anything, but not this format, do this. Anything we want to do, we write it here. So I'm gonna use the echo. You can mean print for me. Echo what? I use a BR. BR is a simple enter, and then echo. Sorry, only JPG, PNG, and JPEG files are allowed. And close the echo. It means if my files are not a JPG, a PNG, or a JPG, it will message me an echo, sorry, only JPG, PNG, JPG files are allowed. If this is a JPG or a PNG or a JPG file, if this is what we want, then do this. Anything we want will be after this. So to do that, just use else. Here using else, and then open a normal size bracket and close it. So once, if this is the same file type we want, do this. Anything we want will be after this and here. So what we want is to check if it is false or not. For doing that, we make a variable, call it f $check. A variable of check is not equal false. If this variable is not false, if check is not false, then do this for me. Anything we want will be inside these brackets. So if this is not false and this is what we want, then the first thing we want is to post the name of the file. For doing this, we make a variable called title, and you equal to $post. It means post the dollar for me from the HTML code, and here write the name of that variable from the HTML, because our port is title, so we call both of them name title. Once you do that, it will post the title for us. The second thing we want is we make a random name for our file. So to make a random name, we make a variable, we call it, for example, pname, and equal to, we use the function of rand. This function make a random name for us, random number. We make it from 100 to 10,000, and once you do that, we also want to attach the file name with the random file. This is a little tricky, but very easy. To join something here, to join another variable with this variable, just use dot. I don't want the number in the file name gonna be after each other. What I mean is, let me show you. This is a run number, and this is my file name. I don't want it like this. I want it to be something like this. Oh, this is wrong. I wanted something like this. I want to add this between the random number and my file name. To do it, this is very easy. After the dot means the join. It means join this variable with what? I want that this one. Just simple as that. Use this to bracket, sorry, not bracket, use this too, and use a dot to join it. Once you do that, again use a dot. It means join another thing with it. So the another thing is our file name. For doing that, use the something called $files, and call it file. This file comes from our HTML file. Here you can see we give an input type file and we give a name of file for it. So use that file name. This one will get the name of this file and join it with a random number. Once you did that, you also need to add one thing more. Make a large bracket and type name. It tells the PHP to get the name from the file which is called file. That easy. And this one is finished. The another thing is you can make a file format check if you want, but I don't want to make that in here because we already use a if function for our file type. This is enough, but there's also a command called patch info. This one will allow us to check the file format. I don't want to use that in here. So once this is done, I want to make a temporary file name to store the file. So to do that, just make a variable. I call it tname, a temporary name, equal to $. Use this command, this function, files, and again I say this is file. I make a variable called tname or temporary name, which is equal to $files, and from the file get a temporary name. For doing that, use the bracket, just say tmp/name and finish. This one will get the temporary name of the file. This is very important when we want to upload the file, because while the file is uploading, it needs to be stored in a temporary name. So once that is finished, the next thing is our upload directory. We need to make a folder where our image or file gonna once it's uploaded, which put the file into that folder. To do that, just say I make a variable. I call it upload dir or upload directory. I give it the name of image. That easy. But you have to make this image inside your file. So I'm going to make a folder called image. Everything that's uploaded will go inside this folder. So the next thing we need to do is to actually move the file or upload the file. To do that, we use a function called move upload file. Say use move upload date file. This function allows us to upload the file. This is the main command function here. Once you write that, use a bracket. The first thing you need to write is the variable of temporary name. So for doing that, I use $. I give the temporary name tname. So I'm going to write the tname, comma. The second thing is the upload directory. So I use $upload dir. And with that, I also need to store the file in the upload directory with its file name. For the name, I use this variable pname. So all I need to is to join this one with this directory. For doing that, use I can't use the name directory here, direct here, because my image will be inside this image. For doing that, I need a slash to put it inside the directory and then give the name for it. So to do that, I need to use a slash. So just join a slash here. Yeah, just use dot, and that's easy, just like before, just like we did it here. We make a slash after our upload directory, and then I use this dot to join my pname or my file name, pname, close the bracket, and our move file is complete. I think that is it. So what else we need to do is to make an echo. Once if my file is uploaded, it should give me a message, is it uploaded or not. So to make that's very easy. I use echo. I say the file is uploaded. Later I'm gonna make an output of the image and its name here, but for now I make it simple, just a simple message. And second thing is I'm gonna also make a message if my file is not uploaded. So for doing that, I need to see where my here the if is started and here it's finished. So I make an else and I say echo. I call it error. It means if my file is not uploaded, it tells me an error. Let's test it if it works or not. I open my file upload. I'm choosing a file. For example, this one. This is a JPG format. I give the name of test file. I click on upload. I hope, oh, here see, I get some error. The first thing is undefined variable image file type, and so we have a problem on line 39. Let's see what is the problem. 39. Let's see what is the problem here. Yes, the problem is I didn't mention what image file type is. So for doing that, I need to make it before the if function. So I use this variable. This is the file type. I need to use the function of getting the file type from the file. So to do that, just write the image file type equal to str and tol star lower. Here we have it, and then use a bracket. I need to get a patch info, and use another bracket, and the patch info of our target file, $target file, and also the patch info extension. Write it with upper letters, extension, and just close the both brackets, and then we made a variable called target file. We also mentioned that, so we use $target file equal to, this is our target file. I can call it target dollar dot base name dollar files, and get the name of the file just like we did it before. File, close the bracket and another bracket, I call it name, and that's it. So we made it that direct directory. This is just like what we did before, but you also need to do that before the if function. I call my directory, which is image, I call it image slash. Let's test it now and see. I hope we don't get any error now. Oh yeah, we started the bracket, but we didn't finish that. Close that. I'm going to close that here. Let's test it now. Let's see what will happen. I give it a test name. Upload. The file is uploaded. Let's check if it's uploaded or not. Yeah, you can see our file is uploaded, but I get an error which say undefined variable check on line 49. That's not a big deal. The main point is our file is uploaded, and let me check. I didn't mention the check file. Let's see here. Just make a variable like before here. Make a check. This one equal to 0. The problem with getting this error is because it says undefined index call file, because we mentioned the directory file and directory file name before the F. It means I don't know where the file comes from. We need to do something like once we press the submit button, it knows where the file comes. So to fix this is very easy. Just copy this code and write it after the F function, just like here, not before the F. And let's save it and test it again. Yes, you can see the error is removed. Let me delete all of these images and select file pp. I give the name of pp and click upload. The file is uploaded. Let's see. Yes, we get a random number, we get a space with a file name. Our file is uploaded. So this is an easy way to upload a file. Let's now test something else. If I select zip file, what will happen? Because we didn't allow the zip file to be uploaded. Go to choose file. I'm going to select the file, for example this one, and I click upload. You see it gives a message, sorry, only JPG, PNG and JPEG files are allowed. So it means we are safe, and no other file expect what we allow is going to be uploaded, nothing else. Let's check. You can see no zip file is uploaded. So what to do? Let's make it fun and let me allow the zip file to be uploaded. To do that, just come here in the image file type, just make int image file type equal to the zip. That easy to save it. Let me reload this one, and now select this zip file and click upload. Oh, why? It's not uploaded. Oh yeah, I didn't use this. If not, if our file is not equal to zip, upload it. Let's test it again. Let me choose my zip file and click upload. The file is uploaded. You see? Yeah, it comes. That easy. You can allow any file type you want. But now I'm going to remove it again, and let's test it again. If I now select that and upload, it doesn't allow me to be uploaded. This is an easy way to make a file upload. Of course, you can add more and more things here, like security check, more and more things, but the main thing is you just use you just use F function and do all things you want, like if the image type is like this or not, if the file size is like this or not. That's all easy, and you just go like this. I think this is a complete file upload. For a simple file upload, you can select an image and you upload it. You get a check off format, and that's all. So before I said, I will show you guys how to print this image here once it's uploaded. To do that, we come to the here. For now, I said I use the simple echo, but I'm going to print the image so you guys can see the image once it's uploaded in here. So to do that, I have to make a BR, or BR is just like an enter, and it means write this text and enter, and under that print this for me, a BR. So to print the file, we need to make an echo. This is a little bit tricky because we include the HTML file inside the PHP. So to do that, just use this one, not double dot. Use just one symbol of that, and then write the HTML code for image. Which is image src. Src means the source, and then I need to say where the source comes from. Once you write this, use slash. I need to call the directory. My directory is testcode/image. So come here and write our directory name, image/testcode/image, and then this is one echo. This is finished. I need to join another code with this. For doing that, use dot to join these two. I use the file name. So for doing that, use p name. And I also need to join another code because our HTML is not finished. You see, it's started but didn't finish. And I'm gonna give it a width and height. To do that, just write this, say width equal to, for example, 300 pixel, and the height of our file gonna be equal to the width, 300. Once you do that, just try like this. So here our code is started and finished. I hope we start, finish, start, finish. I need to, yeah, that's, I need to use this. Why I get this error? Let's test it. If it doesn't work, we will fix it. I'm going to upload this image. Click upload. Yes, we have a problem. Let's see where is the problem. Let's go back to our code. Here we start our code from here to here. There we finished, but didn't start that. So just here add one of these. This is another. You see, this is not like this. Just write that. Let me save my file, and now let me upload this image and click on upload. You can see we just preview the image. That easy. Here our file is uploaded. If we upload another image, let me upload this. Upload. Yes, it counts. Just like that. You can upload any image and it will show you that here. So this is a simple, the first step of making a file upload, not an image file upload. We will going to make it more advanced in next tutorials. We're going to give it a selector. We select the file format, and we also going to make another folders, not just image. I make folder for files, for zip, for videos, and you're gonna upload anything in different directories. We're gonna make a limit upload size for this. We will make a progress bar for this, and much more. But this tutorial was a basic on how an image file upload in PHP works. As you can see, this is very simple. For some people, some of PHP is hard. For example, when you want to join the HTML with PHP, these things these are a little bit tricky, but all in all is very simple. If you learn this, of course you will learn anything on PHP, but this is not the end of this tutorial. We will go more and more and make it more and more advanced. This is really simple code. You see, there's not more than 75 lines of code. We will make it much complex and better and better. We also going to make a database. Once you upload your file, going to be inserted into the database, and much more we will do in the next videos. So if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and if you wanted to continue these tutorials, make sure to press that bell icon so don't miss my updates. Once I upload the next video, you will get a notification. If you have any question in the code, if you didn't understand anything, just let me know. I will answer, and I hope you guys learned something new, or at least learn how to build a file upload. And I will post the source code, these codes, all in the link in the description. You can download this code and test it by yourself. And again, if you have any question, make sure to ask me. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe, like, and press the bell icon. So this was the end of this tutorial. We will not finish in here. We will continue this file upload. We make it advanced, just like I said, but this is the end of this tutorial. So have a nice time and enjoy your file upload. Thanks for the watching.